Welcome to Khanversations. I'm Muqtada Khan, your host, and today I'm going to talk to you about a fantastic development in international criminal court's history. The prosecutor has issued a request for arrest warrants for 3 Hamas leaders and 2 Israeli leaders, including Prime Minister Netanyahu and Defense Minister Gallant. This is unprecedented. It's unbelievable. It shows the extent to which the rest of the world recognizes the war crimes that Israel is committing in Gaza. There is no discussion to have about Hamas. Hamas is a terrorist organization. As it is, its activities have already been labeled criminal, and what it did on October 7th was undoubtedly a terrorist attack, especially those attacks that were targeted against civilians, women and children. But Israel for a long time has been claiming that it's a moral actor and that all its activities are justified. And in the last 7 months, it has killed 35,000 civilians and women and children in particular. Over nearly 14,000 children have been killed by Israel. And this is defended as self-defense, including by the United States, even though everybody in the U.S., a large majority of Americans, see what is happening in Gaza as a genocidal war. The U.S. government has stood by Israel more or less. The International Criminal Court has now jurisdiction not over Israel or, for example, Israel, India, or the U.S., which are not part to the Rome Statute or members of ICC, but Palestine is. There are 124 members, and Palestine is the 123rd member of ICC. So ICC has jurisdiction over Gaza and the West Bank, and therefore it has issued requests for arrest warrants. And it is interesting and fascinating that France, Belgium, and Slovenia, 3 European countries, are supporting this. It shows that there is a division even in the West. There are very prominent members of the international community like Belgium and France who consider what is happening in West Bank as crimes against humanity worthy of being prosecuted by the ICC. So in many ways, this is a huge moral victory for the Palestinians who have been suffering at the hands of Israel for 75 years. It is shameful that a lot of people do not recognize the absence of freedom in West Bank and Gaza and continue to look the other way as they have suffered blockades and daily humiliation by the Israeli occupation forces, not to mention that their lands are stolen on a daily basis as new settlements are built, especially in the West Bank. But it remains to be seen what is going to happen. A panel of 3 judges will review. Apparently, it takes about 2 months for them to issue warrants. They may issue warrants, or they could come under severe shall we say, pressure from the United States. Biden these days has only one job, to protect Israel from international accountability. That is all he does. Vetoes in the Security Council, sends billions of dollars worth of weapons, tries to fool Americans by making statements and pretending as if he's holding Israel accountable to some laws, either American or international, but really he seems to have only one full-time job, is to protect Israel from international accountability, as well as to continue to arm it and green signal the horrendous violence that Israel is committing. In the modern era, in this day and age, I can't think of any country that has so blatantly killed so many thousands of women and children and continues to pretend that there is somehow moral justification for what it is doing. But nevertheless, this is a significant development, and it is very clear that the world is beginning to essentially resist America's constant pressure to accept Israel. All Israel now does is any attempt to hold it accountable to international law or rules of civilized behavior. It's simply accusing people of being anti-Semitic. He's now accusing the International Criminal Court of being anti-Semitic. Imagine how the Nazis would have reacted if ICC had issued arrest warrants against Hitler. They would also accuse it of, I don't know what, racism against white people, or or biased against Germany. So this is what Israel is doing, but it is freaking Americans out, no doubt. The US Senate is probably going to give billions of more dollars to Israel, I guess for no reason at all, and some kind of criticism. Fortunately for ICC, it does not depend on the United States, so it will, US will not be able to do much harm to it. So I thought I will share this development with you all, because I think it is fascinating, because Israel will continue to kill people in Gaza. I can tell you, if Netanyahu wins election, if Joe Biden wins elections in November, then you can bet for the next 4 years Israel will be killing people in Gaza on the pretext of chasing Hamas up and down, and trying to move them. Its goal is to try and basically push all the Palestinians out. Its goal is ethnic cleansing, and it's using genocide as an instrument for that. And Hamas gave it a very good excuse by committing those horrendous attack and horrible crimes on October 7th. But I think it is one thing that Israel has achieved is completely isolated itself from the rest of the world, except for 2 or 3 countries which are completely blind to international morality, like the United States and UK, who have in the past, also the countries which supported the apartheid regime in South Africa till the end, till the very last end. These 2 countries were supporters of the apartheid regime. South Africa, similarly, these 2 countries will probably be the last 2 countries supporting the apartheid regime of Israel in West Bank and Gaza. But anyway, I think this is an important development, and I thought I will share it with you. Until next time, I am your host, Muqtadar Khan. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe to Khanversations, like this video, and share it with your social political network. Bye.